Hey guys, and welcome back to Building with Whip. Today we are back here in our Ice Spikes biome with our new finished palace building something or another. I almost want to say cathedral there, but that doesn't quite work. And we are here kind of getting started on this next area, just kind of making a little check right here of what resources we actually have. I do want to check on how much quartz we have left, because I think we got... Okay, we actually have a decent amount of quartz. But anyways, I want to start today's episode off just kind of talking with you guys. What is up? That's just a bunch of packed ice over there. Okay, I probably threw that there for a reason. But yeah, so I want to start today's episode off just kind of talking with you guys about where this build's going, what we got going here, kind of some plans that I have and other things I don't really know what I want to do. But yeah, so kind of to start off, we use a lot of quartz in this place, and flying through the nether is really starting to burn me out because everything within like 500 blocks in the nether is pretty much stripped clean of quartz right now, including the ceiling. So this is kind of what we got right here for it, and that's been kind of just bugging me. So I don't know if you guys have any ideas on how we can go about gathering some more of that. Let me know, because I'm really kind of looking for something new to be able to gather some more and make some more progress and kind of something different, I guess. Why does this feel weird? Oh, the sea lantern is supposed to... What the heck did I do? Okay, sea lanterns need to be here instead of there. Got it. Got it. Alright, so we can throw that guy right here. But yeah, so quartz's gathering is kind of really killing me right now. I don't know why. Like, I'm usually fine with the grind and everything. But that's really starting to weigh in on me. And just this whole build right here is taking a lot more... I think it's because I underestimated how big this structure actually is. Which is fine. Like, the exterior is done now. So now we're on, like, the fun interior part, which is going to be a lot better. We just got to kind of figure out what we want to be doing here. But anyways, so my plan is for this area is actually to dig this area down like 5-6 blocks. And there's a reason for it. It's either right here or we can do it on the... I think actually I kind of want to do it on the outside. I know it's a lot more resources that we need, but we could do it on both outsides. Is I want to create like these layers of fog pretty much. Where so we have glass on our top layer right here. Then you skip a block. And do we have any glass on us? Can we kind of show this off a little bit here? Do we have any stained glass? I probably do somewhere. Let's throw this guy back down. Was it in... Yeah, here's some stained glass right there. We got some blue and we got some white. That'll actually be... Okay, that'll create a cool effect. So basically if you go like this right here with your white. Okay, that is silky. That's silk touch, that's good. We don't have any dirt on us. Sorry guys, I'm totally prepared today, I swear. Cyan powder, you look like a great pillar block. So we have our one layer right here. Why am I doing it right here? Sorry, I don't know what's up with me today guys. Sorry, this is a weird way to start a video. But anyway, so you have your one layer right there. Then say you skip one and you place like a light blue. You can see it kind of creating a fog effect. Oh man, sorry, random sneeze attack. Gosh, I felt that coming too. Okay, so we have our two layers right there, and say you like put another light blue on, it's getting a little bit better there. And then we're up another one, so you throw another light blue, it's getting a little bit more foggy. Then say you throw a white one up here, it's getting really foggy now. And then we can go up right here and place like another light blue or something. And then one final light blue, and you can see like you can barely see to the bottom of that. YouTube's probably gonna make this look awful. But you can't even see that bottom block anymore besides like just a foggy blur. So kind of what my plan is here is actually to go ahead. We're gonna go down this guy. You can see it kind of getting lighter as we go down here. But my plan basically is something stupid like usual, and it's gonna take way too much time for what we actually have time for. But I want to go ahead, and that's what I want to do on the sides here. Basically these areas. And then where these dirt blocks are, for the most part, minus this one. No, is that right? I can't. Yeah, no, that is right. I do want that guy right there. But I'm thinking everywhere, minus where these dirt blocks are, those are actually going to be quartz pillars that are going straight down. But I want to do like 3 or 4 layers of glass so we get this cool fog effect, and then place ice at the bottom of it. So it kind of looks like these frozen rivers almost are along the side. So we get this really mystical feel. And then this middle area is going to be a walkway that's probably going to like slowly curve in a little bit. So it looks like it's kind of being cupped by the river. And this is kind of actually floating here in space instead of it like just being on the ground. I think it'll make a really cool mystical kind of feel to it. And then what I want to do on this end over here is actually have this kind of step down and become like this underground grotto area, because we have that big mountain behind us that you can see right there that we can kind of get into, and it's a pretty big mountain, and underneath there's actually a crazy amount of like caves that we can use to our advantage to already have pre-cleared out space. I've been kind of looking around in the spectator account trying to get ideas. But yeah, so that's the plan right now. Basically, we got to smelt up a crap ton of glass so we can actually do all this, and we got to get a crap ton of light blue dye and blue dye and maybe some white too. I did like the white in there. I hadn't really experimented with that before, but it gives a nice frosty layer. So I guess what I got to go ahead and get done here is I got to start digging this stuff out. I might want to put up that beacon again just to get that haste in here. That would be very, very helpful for all the stone that we got to take out. But I think what the plan is for today, at least, is I want to go ahead and carve out everything in this section right here down. Let's go with, so we want every other layer, so with our top layer being a glass, so we need to go down 7 layers to get 4 layers of glass in there. So we got to bring this down 7 blocks, including this, so 6 more blocks down. So I'm gonna get to work on that, and I'll meet up with you guys once this area, probably to like right here, is finished digging out. Then we can try putting the glass in and just see what's going on there. But it's gonna be an experiment. Today's gonna be an interesting day. I haven't tested this out much more than 1 pillar, so I don't know how it's gonna look, but I think it's gonna look kind of cool. I hope, I really, really hope it does. So I'll meet back with you guys once we got a little bit more progress here done. Found the dang place where this stupid zombie has been sitting growling at us forever. He's just right down here, just straight down from underneath. So we're gonna light this area up. It's not, it really light on fire? Really, dude? Yeah, look at it. It's not even a place where you can really like do anything. It's just nothing down here. It's just a little lava spout. We're gonna go fill that in, but I guess that means we don't have to break these blocks. So I'm gonna get back to it. I literally just started and saw that guy. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? I gotta say, guys, I'm really, really happy with this. Look at this fog effect we got going on here, and that's only 4 layers of glass. So you can see kind of how we're doing it here on a larger scale instead of this little like test thing right there. But we got the white glass, then we got 3 layers of light blue, and we got our pillars going all the way down into it, which is looking really, really cool. And we're gonna do it going underneath this pathway here too, and you're gonna see that as we move this effect over, it's gonna actually kind of cloud out those areas is my goal. And then here with this big center point that we haven't done quite anything with yet, I'm gonna hollow this out and make it look like it's kind of what's holding up this area, like we had talked about before. But I put packed ice in at the base here to give it a little bit more detail to it, just because I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do it that way. And so far, I gotta say, I'm super, super happy with this. It's looking really cool with the way that the sea lanterns here actually put a little bit of light down into this area, but then when it's a little dark from where you're looking at. So I want to bring you guys in and kind of doing this little one right here. We can go ahead and get it. The only problem is getting that 3rd layer in place is real awkward. So we got to do this, we got to do the bottom 2, then we run up here and jump down to do the 3rd one, and then we go back through. And it just gets to be quite a bit. And we're using a lot more blue glass than I really thought we would. Can we get onto that guy? Cool. No, we actually got to get down here. Crap. Okay, well, and I don't really have any ender pearls on me, so we're gonna just finish this off right here and do something like this. And I would like to actually bring this out there so it can kind of connect and we can not really worry about walking around everything. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, because that's our last blue glass right here, so we can get this last layer in, then that's gonna be it. But look at that guy, and bring this guy out here, and you're gonna see this crazy difference. And I think there's a lighting glitch actually in there, which could almost work to our favor. But it's looking really, really cool. I gotta say, I am pretty pumped by this guy right here. So we got that fog effect there, and then this one with that lighting bug. Actually, you can't really tell it's there. And I like the sea lantern kind of poking up into there. We could almost put it on a pillar of quartz like this guy too. That might not be a bad idea, but I don't know. I kind of like it like that, just where it's just kind of floating there. I think it gives it almost a magical feel, but I'm really, really happy with this. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about this guy. It's taken a lot of glass. We're gonna need to go get a lot more. Luckily, we have a few shulkers of sand ready to go from the ocean monument clearing, and I got 1 more stack right here and enough to make 1 more stack of light blue glass. So that's pretty awesome. But over here we got, yeah, we got one, okay, so we got a full shulker of sand. Look at that. All sand. So we can head back over to our desert city, AFK at the super smelter when I need to later on and get that going. But this has taken me a crap ton of time, so I think this episode, the goal is gonna be, I think next I wanna work out that middle pillar. But you guys can see here, I went ahead and just did stone brick on the side here because I wanted to keep it simple because it gets really foggy down there at the base and it gives itself a different, like not view, but a different, it gives off a different effect, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. I don't really know, I'm really blabbing on. And I think I wanted to do just these guys, but then I think the stone brick gives a nice little border and it's underground, so it's kind of holding everything back. So I think it gives that a much better effect to it. And we could almost on those bits right there, but that means we'd have to get back into there somehow. But we have silk touch, so that's not a problem. But what if, let's go ahead and make some stairs here real quick. And I want to just kind of do this on the fly with you guys. And what if we came down to these right here and kind of brought this middle bit out like that? And then right there, and if we do a stair on that layer, it won't mess with any glass. Then we could do that right there. We could do something, just kind of to give it a little bit more room down here. Gives it a little bit more depth and not just that complete flat face going up the whole wall. I think that might be a pretty good idea. So let's go ahead and do that and actually bring this up one more. I want these to look like they're almost poking through the fog. Oh, if anything. So like that should work right there. So let's go ahead and get into here and do it on this guy, I guess. 1, 2, let's see, right there is where we want. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and now I messed up. I need to get back up here. So it's gonna be right here. We're gonna do a stair, full block, and a stair, and then right here we're gonna bring that up, bam, bam, and then a stair. Yeah, that is the correct way, but I want to go ahead and do this. Then we can do a stair. We can fall down here, get our light blue in right there, and then do our white glass right there. Now we can come here and check this out and see what it actually looks like. And if it turned out pretty cool, I'm gonna be real pumped right now, because it actually will make things a lot more interesting down there. If it didn't, then that'll be kind of annoying to get replaced, but we can still move on and keep doing what we're doing here. Ooh, yeah, I actually like that. Oh, yes. Maybe even like a stair down there at the base. Like that? Maybe? Just like a little something. When we get into here, we should be able to place it from there. Perfect. But I do like the packed ice as the floor here because it gives that final blue, like icy blue glow to it, which I think is a really kind of what we're going for here with this build. So that's cool. I might change up this doorway. I don't really know yet. But yeah. Okay, yeah. That's great. All right, cool. Let me get some work done. I'm going to try and sort out this middle pillar. Basically what I'm going to do is hollow out everything beneath it, then try and make a build out of stone brick, kind of as like basically a pillar holding it up, but kind of curving it in and out. So I'll see what I can come up with and I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, so we got our central pillar in here. I like it so far. I think it'll look a lot better once we get all of the ice around and fogging it out and whatnot. So I didn't want to hyper detail it. Now I'm kind of stuck here with where we can place stairs and things in areas where the glass will not be so that it doesn't look weird. Those walls right there, we're going to have to kind of test that, which we can actually do right now. Just go ahead and do this and just kind of bring that all the way over here, and I think that actually is going to look fine right there, just from the height that it's at. I think it's going to be totally okay. But pretty much that's that guy. I went ahead and got ice in on the rest of the floor. I went ahead and brought this out so it's even on that side too, and I need to bring these pillars down. But pretty much what I want to do now is actually go ahead and start to get working on placing all the glass in for these front areas, just so we can cool. Just so we can have a cool idea of what it's going to look like. So we'll have the whole front half done today. That's my goal, is for this episode, is we can have the front half done, and then next episode I'll have the back half done by then, I'm hoping, and we can start getting work on this passageway going down there, because that itself is going to be pretty rough. But it's kind of cool because we're getting a lot of different resources here, which we didn't really have beforehand. I'm just going to make a whole nother stack. We're going to need them at some point or another with the rest of these pillars that we got planned. But yeah, so this is kind of how it's coming along. It's getting there. It's really starting to move now, and it's really starting to, everything's starting to come together. But you can, basically I just get to go along and place all this glass in here and try and make sure I don't forget anything, because there's a lot of these little corners and whatnot that'll be kind of difficult to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on this, guys, and I will catch up with you guys hopefully once this whole front area is done. I've been smelting up a bunch of glass. So we got, I think, another 6 or 7 stacks at least now. I'm gonna throw another 3 stacks of sand in these furnaces and we'll get going. So hopefully we have a full big old foggy effect going on in this whole front area once we're back. And we still got to figure out what we're gonna do with this path here. I'm really thinking in just spruce wood could be nice and simple and easy and add a nice contrast to everything, but it's not gonna be dipped down here. I do want to add something to it, so I just want to clarify on that. But I'll get this stuff done and be back with you guys in a little bit. So we got the whole front area in here, guys, and look at it's so freaking cool. You can see like all the way underneath it to the other side. It's really, really foggy. It's giving a really cool effect to it. I threw the spruce in here in the front just so we can see what it looks like, and I gotta say, I do enjoy it. I think it gives a nice kind of contrast between the two, because we have this whole mystical thing, and with where our pillars there in the middle, I think that's looking really, really cool. Our white down there at the bottom really gives a nice finish, I guess, to it. So the top stays pretty blue, and then it gives that nice icy cold feel right down there at the bottom. And I think I like it. I think I like it a lot. Those floating sea lanterns, we might switch those up and do something more interesting with them. Even if we just did like a quartz stair, and then like a slab underneath it. That could be kind of cool. So it's something we can look into, figure out some designs for them, and go from there. But overall, I think this is a really, really good place for progress for our first video, because you get this really mystical feel kind of walking into here now. Ignore my whole setup of junk. But yeah. So guys, I think this is a great place to end this video off for today. I'm going to make some progress and try and get this other side here done while I have some free time here in the next little while. But I do hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about all this, where we're going with it, if you guys have any ideas on how to improve this, other interior ideas and things like that, because we got all this space up here that we got to figure out something to do with. But as always, guys, I will see you in the next episode.